everyone, my name is Maddie and I'm a caregiver here at the Oasis Sanctuary. With me is Snowy. She's an umbrella cockatoo. And we're up here in the plaza in the cockatoo aviary, and as you might be able to guess, there's lots of toys and it kind of looks like a toddler room up here. These guys love different types of enrichment, lots of different shapes, sizes, materials. We have a great one right here. Yeah, are you so excited? Lots of different paper materials, sometimes little plastic toys. These guys, super smart, love tearing things to shreds, so these are great enrichment items for them. Yeah, does that sound fun? These guys are also super loud. When they do get excited, cockatoos can produce a scream anywhere from 100 to 135 decibels, depending on the species. That's super loud considering that a 747 jumbo jet produces 140 decibels. So, as you can probably guess, earplugs are part of our daily attire here at the Oasis. Yeah! Say thanks, Snowy! Thank you for supporting the Oasis! Yeah! So happy? I know! Snowy! Ah. Oh, Snowy, no, bye. Come on. Come on. Where's my friend? I know.
Hi, I'm Dr. Yeager. We're here at Sonoran Veterinary Center. We're just about to do an exam on Radar, one of the long-term residents at the Oasis. He's here today because he's had chronic chewing at his feet, and he's an elderly guy, so we're just doing a general look over at him and checking out how his feet are doing. So we're going to start with his head. We're going to look at his eyes for signs of cataracts, which he does have. His vision looks very good despite that. We're looking at his nostrils to see if there's any signs of respiratory infection or issues. They look pretty good. Now we're looking at his mouth and his choana. It also helps to assess his respiratory status. No oral lesions there. We're going to feel his keel for body condition. He's actually in excellent body condition, especially for a bird of his age. Now we're feeling his coelomic cavity. We're feeling for organ displacement or enlargement, fluids or masses. His all feels very normal. And next we're going to look at his vent. So that looks nice and normal, no growths. We're going to check and make sure that there's nothing in the entrance to the cloaca. That looks perfect. Now we're palpating his uropygial gland. It's nice and symmetric, not too full. Radar's telling us his opinion on the matter. I'm checking to make sure it expresses, which it expresses nicely. You can see that he does have some feather destruction. That may go along with the mutilation behavior with his feet. So now we're going to inspect his wings. He's got excellent range of motion. The bones palpate normally, so no signs of arthritis there. I'm going to check out his other wing next. Excellent range of motion too. We can see there's a little bit of feather destruction there too. Bones palpate normally. Now we're going to check out his legs in the same way. Excellent hip and knee extension. Really good. The bones palpate normally. So that's good for an old guy. He doesn't seem to have terrible signs of arthritis. So now we're going to look at his feet. He does appear to have a little bit of pododermatitis on the underside of the feet. There's a little bit of depigmentation there, a couple of abrasions. He's got a little bit of scaling and some wounds on the side. That's probably where he's been picking. The tibiotarsal metatarsal joint does feel a little bit thickened, a little bit of decreased extension. It is possible he's got some arthritis there. That may be part of the reason that he chews on his feet. We're going to check out the other side. So that one, he's a little more reluctant to extend that hip. He may have a little bit of arthritis pain in there. Overall, not bad though. He's got excellent grip with that foot. Same thing with his skin, a little bit crusty. There are a few lesions where he's been picking. I'm going to look at the underside of his foot here. So again, a little bit of pododermatitis, nothing bad here. And his tibiotarsal metatarsal joint in this leg too is just a little bit thickened. That may be part of the reason that he's chewing. Another common reason that we can see that is atherosclerosis and heart disease. Sometimes it causes tingling sensation in the lower limbs when the blood flow is a bit restricted. So it's possible that may be contributing as well. We're going to listen to his heart and lungs next. Nice normal heart rate. I don't hear any murmurs. His respiratory rate's very normal. His lungs and air sacs sound nice and clear. So that doesn't rule out heart disease. We will also check some blood work today to see if he's got signs of elevated blood fats, which can also be a sign of atherosclerosis, narrowing of the arteries, and heart disease, which may help to explain what's going on with his feet. We'll also check his organ functions. Sometimes that can be a contributing factor, and then we'll check that on the blood work too. And then lastly, we will probably take some x-rays of his joints of his feet just to make sure that we don't see any orthopedic issues that might be contributing as well. So, and that's our exam for radar.
Hi, my name is Neil Rudikov. I'm the treasurer of the board of directors of the Oasis. I've been involved with the Oasis for almost 20 years. And I just wanted to give you a quick update on our capital campaign program. The capital campaign program includes two new structures. One of them, which is a large bird building, which we call the plaza, is completed, and it's occupied, and some improvements are being made on it at this point so the birds can go outside. But the next building we're going to be building is called the service center. The service center is going to become the main hub of activity at the Oasis when it's completed. It's going to include a commercial kitchen, sterilization dishwashers, food prep areas, food storage, lockers for the staff, handicapped bathrooms, etc., etc. Due to the high cost of materials these days and labor, what we are endeavoring to do is to reduce the cost, I guess you would call it value engineering, of that structure so that it would be easier to fund and hopefully we can get it built in a shorter period of time. The functionality will remain exactly the same. So all of the internal portions will be the same as the original structure, but we are working with our architect to use a more commercial type steel structure so that the costs would be reduced for the materials and also for the labor. So that's what we have on the agenda at this point for the capital campaign. Just to note, we have already, under the first phase, installed a new 800 amp electric service, all the new water lines, all of the septic systems, so that's done already. All of the underground work is done, and we will be starting a funding campaign to hopefully get this building built in the next couple of years. We more than appreciate everything that everybody's done for the Oasis over the history of our existence. Thank you very much.
Hi, so these are box towers are made from boxes that we have acquired over the last couple of weeks. And a good way of recycling them is to give them to the Grays, because they love to spread boxes. We used to just give them whole boxes and just set them on the ground, but
that created some problems with aggression because some of the birds were very possessive, especially Mensa down here. He would claim a box and he wouldn't let any other birds near it. And a lot of those birds didn't like the 2 boxes, so that was a problem. And so birds here like Gracie couldn't go play with them because he was too possessive. Yeah. So putting them up on a chain like this gives everybody access to them, and they get to chew them up and make a huge mess, and they love it. Hey, Molly. Hi, Mika.
And here's the box tower under construction. Uh-oh.
Hey Ryan,
Hello, Sam.
what's up?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out with some birds.
Oh, cool. So these are the eclectus parrots.
Oh, that's cool. Are they 2 different types of parrots? Like this one's red and that one's green.
No, so they're actually all eclectus. So the eclectus parrots are what's known as sexually dimorphic. So that means that you can tell males and females apart by the different physical characteristics that they have. So like Gabby here, you can tell that she's red and she's kind of got a little blue on her. So that's what the female eclectus parrots look like. Whereas Harley and Donald are both males, so they have a lot more green on them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Here, Donald. You want one? Or are you just gonna bite them?
Do you want one now? You're silly. You always take stuff from me.
There you go, Donald.
You have the whole peanut, like in the bottom was pieces of bread. Oh, and again the rest of them.
is Sam. So I'm an AV caregiver at the Oasis Sanctuary, and today I'm going to be walking you through one of my training sessions with Uno, our blue and gold macaw. So Uno is mostly blind. We think he can see some shadows and stuff, but he needs to get eye drops every day. So with that, unfortunately right now we have to grab him with a towel, and that seems to be really stressful with him. So I'm trying to train him to take the eye drops voluntarily. So to do that, I'm working on getting him used to these little tongs, and eventually I'm going to get him comfortable with me holding his beak gently and then slightly turning his head so that his eye will be facing up, and you can just drop the eye drops in without having to grab him. So this is pretty early in the stage of everything, so right now I'm just trying to get him used to the tongs, just touching his beak. So that's what I'm going to walk you through now. Are you ready, mister? Okay, ready? Touch. Touch. Okay, good job. Here you go.
Hi everybody, this is Ruth Ann LaRue, and this is Lola. We're talking to you from my living room in Scottsdale, Arizona. I am the business manager, and I also handle the sponsorship program for the Oasis Sanctuary. Sponsorship at the sanctuary is not a form of adoption. We don't adopt birds out, we don't sell them. They stay with us for the rest of their lives. A sponsorship is an agreement between you, the sponsor, and we, the Oasis, where you donate money and we take care of the birds. That includes the salaries for our caregivers and our administrators, food, enrichment and enclosures for the birds, and medical care. We structure our suggested donation rates depending on the bird's size. The little guys, the budgies or parakeets, are the cheapest birds to sponsor, while cockatoos and macaws have a much higher annual sponsorship rate. That's because they're big birds. I invite you to visit the Oasis website and choose birds, then meet our birds, and you can see all of the birds that we have at the Oasis Sanctuary who are larger and have names. We offer them for sponsorship. Our small birds, budgies, lovebirds, and cockatiels generally are under a flock designation. If you want to see the birds that are available for sponsorship, I invite you to go to theoasis.org, look for how to help, and then sponsor a bird. You will find those birds that are available for sponsorship currently at that website link. Sponsorship donations can be paid by mailing a check to us monthly or annually, or by credit card donation through our website at theoasis.org. We offer only one parrot per family or person. We don't have several donors that are sponsors for any one bird. It's a one-on-one type of thing. We mail introductory letters to you once you're a sponsor. That includes a letter to let you know what the background is of the bird that you're sponsoring. And then we also provide a one-page calendar with your bird's picture on the calendar. As of this airing, and with great thanks to all of you who are Oasis Bird sponsors, most of our large birds already have sponsors. I have a few old friends that I'd like to introduce you to, and some new friends too. Louis, he's a Quaker parrot, or monk parakeet. He resides in our Quaker aviary complex. He came to me in the mid-2000s as a bird that was confiscated at the California-Mexico border. The Oasis Sanctuary has taken in many Quakers because they're illegal to have in California, and also bringing birds across a foreign border is not allowed. Birds are confiscated. There are some other parrots that are available for sponsorship. Two of them are so new that I don't even have pictures for them yet. There's Harry and Valentina. They are both green wing macaws. Their sponsorship asking annual donation is $720.
Hi, Harry.
The other birds that are available are our small birds, and they're a great choice for a gift to a family member or just for yourself. Cockatiels and lovebirds are available at a sponsorship donation annually of $120. Budgies are available at a sponsorship rate of $60 for a year. The cockatiels and the lovebirds and the budgies are generally offered as flock birds. That is, there are many of them in our care at the Oasis, and when they're on the wing, they one can't be told from another. Excuse me while I put down one bird and pick up another. This is Clarice. Okay, so anyway, our small birds are flock birds. I call them faces in a crowd. We really don't know one individual from another until we catch them up and examine them for character traits that may correspond to their intake forms. I hope that you'll consider sponsoring a bird, and if you already do, I really thank you so much for being an Oasis sponsor. Now I'll take a moment to present to you Clarice. Clarice is a Moluccan cockatoo. She's been in our foster care. Do you want to step up, little girl? Hi. Do you want to come see me? Yeah. Come here. Say hello to the people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you want to say hi? Thank you very much. She's so sweet. Clarice is 28 years old. She arrived from Florida because her mommy has medical conditions that make it impossible for her to care for Clarice anymore. Clarice came as part of our estate planning program where we offer future spots for intake in birds, for birds whose owners make arrangements for us ahead of time to take their birds when the time is needed. This little girl who really wants to be the center of attention is Lola. She's a Boss Marie eclectus parrot. If you look really closely, and you may not be able to tell on the camera, but right now she has some air sacs inflated. She has a ruptured cervical air sac, and it accumulates air that she breathes in. Every once in a while she gets all puffed up, and if we let her be for a couple of days, she loses the air that's in her air sacs. You'll see that she also has kind of a plucked head. She has no feathers on her body. She has pretty ratty feathers on her wings, and her tail isn't the best in the world. She's a chronic plucker. She has sinus problems that are chronic. She has advanced arthritis. What else is wrong with you? She just kind of has a hard time with life, but she's doing really well. She's been in our foster care since March of 2015. We love her very much. This is Lola. She has a sponsor. All right, that's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Murphy and I'm Tanya, and I'm a caretaker here at the Oasis. And did you know that birds and parrots have what's called a hyoid bone in their tongue or bones? And these guys use it to turn and manipulate their seeds and their nuts to where the crack is to put on their lower mandibles so they can crack them open easy, and then they use it as a shovel to shovel out all the old holes and shell nuts. It's pretty cool how they do that. So this is Murphy.
Wasn't that fun? I'm Noelle Fontaine, Oasis board member, and that concludes our Discover the Oasis presentations. We hope you enjoyed learning something new, meeting Oasis birds and staff, and seeing behind the scenes. I'm wearing this year's event shirt. Isn't the color awesome? Teal, my favorite color. We have a limited quantity for sale, so get yours by ordering on our website under shop or by the link on the dedicated event page. They come in ladies V-neck or crew neck. Thank you for your wonderful support of the Oasis birds. Take care and see you at the Discover the Oasis in 2022.